Hey Leos, and welcome to your October 2018 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky here to give you guys hopefully another amazing reading for your month ahead. And this is where it happens, Leo. This is where your tender spot or your claim to fame comes in, I feel, for this year. As coming straight into this reading, I feel that October is the most potent and important month for you to truly find your path, to do the things that you've needed to do, and to really orient everything in the way that benefits yourself and the future the most. I honestly really like what I'm seeing here, even though we have some heavier archetypes. You have Ten of Swords, you have the Tower, you have Five of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, a lot of things which can denote what some people might consider a more negative experience to happen. But I think that through all of this, whatever it is that is coming into your life, whatever feels to be consuming you, it gives you what you need to gain the power that you've wanted for a long time. I feel that this month really clears the path so that all the healing that you require is there and available for your disposal. I'm loving that you have the Magician upright in the reading. The Ace of Cups is really wonderful. That second week there in October is going to be a really, really incredible, maybe the best week of your year, actually. Also, I'm really happy to see the Three of Wands as well. Throughout all of the seemingly difficult things that are going on, there is going to be new hope on the horizon, and there are going to be new options really proliferating your life. So I don't feel that there's going to be a void. I don't feel that there's going to be a sense of limbo or lack in general. You're very powerful. You're very strong. But you might see coming straight into this month that you have the types of people around you who aren't enforcing that. Who needs you to be below them in your life? Who do you need to be below you in your life? I do feel that issues of hierarchy do come to the forefront, and I feel that they change this month. A wonderful goal for Leo, I feel, in October is to think less hierarchically, to not be needing to be above or below other people. It can really go either way, and to really start to see people as you. I do feel that Leo can find hate in this month of October, and that's the worst case scenario. Either there is a hateful type of attitude that can develop towards others, or you can find yourself being disliked as well. You can also see that you're kind of going about your day with a foundation of dislike or contempt. There's a sense of prickliness. There's a contemptful spite present around you. And we'll get more into where that's coming from. But I think that the key of that is to see that and understand where it is, to not let it sort of dictate you in an under the surface type of way, where you're not even realizing that the feelings that you're feeling are hateful or spiteful, but you're still acting in that way. Where is the contempt? Where is the spite coming in this month? Is it coming from other people? Is it towards your career or towards your job? Is it towards your bills? Is it towards people who don't seem to respect you in the way that you deserve? It's going to be really important, I think, coming into this month to really understand clearly where the difficulty is, where the despondence is, because it's not something that's coming naturally. And that's actually a really big blessing, I feel, for Leo this month. Any type of dislike or spite is not coming naturally. It's coming as a result of something that's being poked and prodded at, but not actually molded or not actually formed into an aspect of your life that is productive. So, for example, I'm sensing that some of you are becoming very ambitious or very passionate towards a new goal, maybe wanting to start your own business, maybe wanting to move, something quite average like that. And it's sort of sitting in your head, these ideas are sitting in your head or sitting in your gut, and it's becoming very strong with the knowledge that it needs to keep happening. So maybe for a year you've been wanting to move, wanting to start the business, but it keeps not happening, or it keeps not being prioritized. And I feel that through pushing and prodding it and still prioritizing it in your head, but not with your actions so much, does perhaps generate that to be happening on the outside world as well. So maybe people are kind of pushing and prodding at you, but not actually really caring about how that actually you at a spiritual level. I do sense that this can be a breakup month for some Leos if we're talking about relationships. I do sense that this can be a change in relationship status. It is for a lot of people this month. relationship status can change. That's just a collective thing. And especially for you with Ten of Swords in the Tower, I always say whenever like Ten of Swords in the Tower or Ten of Swords and Death come together, that can be a strong ending of relationship, especially with Ace of Cups there as well, Three of Wands, Six of Pentacles reversed. It could be very possible that there's a rebound. So if you do have the breakup, you won't be single for long if you don't want to be. Although perhaps being single for a while could do some of you good. And again, I'm only speaking to the audience of Leos right now who are going through a breakup. Not all of you will be, but it is easy. So make sure that you're letting the people who you do love in your life know that. Again, a tendency towards like a prickly disposition can lead the people who you truly do care about to feel not loved or unloved in some way, even if that's not the case. So really don't be afraid to remind the people in your life who you love that you love them. Through being loving towards others this month, Leo, with Ace of Cups, you will see that incredible new beginnings come on. Even if it feels like they already know it very clearly, that is something that Leo inherently can struggle with, as you are ruled by the sun. You are the radiant ideal of self. So therefore what you feel and what you're going through can be over applied to people around you. So you might know very clearly how much you love or how much you even dislike someone, for instance, but other people may not realize that. In fact, you can see that it's quite the other way around. People who you really love might kind of feel like they're disliked by you, and this is tough. People who you dislike might think that you really like them or really enjoy them. So it's time to maybe make more congruent your feelings to the outside world. So we're talking about vocalizing how you feel. So what's the deal with the throat chakra? It's kind of interesting how I see like the Tower and the Ten of Swords and some of these more difficult energies very often come up as a result of throat chakra blockage. So perhaps doing a bit of research on the throat chakra, or the neck area, like how is the neck area, the lymph nodes, the thyroid, all of those things. The health of that anatomy should be prioritized now, because it will help to keep your vocalization prime and prompt. Resting your voice. I don't know if you use your voice a lot, but there's something about the voice where people are not truly understanding how you feel. But again, you're so exuberant. You're the sign of the radiant self. So you think if you feel it, like everyone will know it, which is not really the case right now. And I do feel that that is at the root of your responsibility, because of course other people are going to have responsibility in this, Leo, and I'm not so much speaking on like what other people have done wrong. Of course that's going to be a factor, but as this is your reading, I'm just trying to like help you from your own perspective. There is a problem when Leo automatically assumes or even like orders or commands everyone to be in alignment with them or their ideals or what they represent, just because, again, you are ruled by the sun, and the entire solar system has to become in alignment with the sun. So you can feel that. You can feel like the power of the sun, and you will be very powerful with that. Like, you have a way with words. You're like the best salesperson of the zodiac, because it's very easy for you to convince people to be in alignment with your ideals, but that's harder this month. And there's really like a beautiful magic with maybe sensing that people aren't in alignment, or not feeling like you can have the type of control that you've had before. There's like a wonderful healing that happens in you where you start to think more about like your own alignment through not being so concerned with the alignment of others. Watch out for being too concerned with the alignment of others. Like, for example, you've been in a relationship for a long time, and the other person is like wanting more space now, or they're not like answering your calls or your messages as much as they used to, and there's like you're starting to worry, like, what's up? Are they cheating on me? What is it? I feel like if situations like that emerge, even if you can like apply that to career or whatever aspect of your own life that resonates for, it's going to be important to look around you. It's going to be important to like look at your skin, to look at your hair. Leo is all about the hair. So if the hair and skin is healthy, like, it's a good sign. Like, if people are out of alignment with you, what's out of alignment in your body? Is your skin breaking out? Have you been like really fatigued lately? Is there like an endocrine problem? We've got to have like almost a creative sort of different outlook of when things go out of alignment. So again, the relationship goes off, look to your health. The career goes off, look to your relationship. The health goes off, look to your career. It's going to be important to connect dots in a more spiritually intuitive way than like what our brains like naturally go to. Seek alignment to problems in other places, because it's a very symbolic energy that I'm feeling as well, with the Hanged Man reversed as your central theme. Aries had the Devil reversed as their central theme, and I felt like a very similar energy coming off of that. So for those of you who have Aries in your chart, or even if you don't, I do feel like Aries reading will really resonate. I'm just feeling called to say that, so I'll link that below, and you can check out Aries reading as well. But there's a symbolism in your life right now that can't really be denied, and it's going to be important to connect the dots in a very intuitive way. Don't be too categoric with yourself. Don't be too calculating or too formulaic or overly logical this month. Because you've got Ten of Swords, which says to me that things have become too categoric or too formalized, and you're thinking, okay, the relationship's off, that means I'm being cheated on, or okay, my skin is breaking out, that means that I need to go and buy a lot of really expensive skincare and that'll fix it, like, rather we need to think, okay, my relationship's off, okay, is my health off, and is it making me difficult to be around? My career's off, okay, is there something in my relationship that's depriving me from that? Okay, my skin isn't looking very good right now. Am I being really stressed out by thinking that I'm being cheated on and, making my adrenals really stressed out? How can we balance out in compensatory places elsewhere in our life, if that makes sense? All right, Leo, a beautiful, beautiful positive I feel of this month is the ability to find love anywhere. I love Ace of Cups positioned where it is in your reading, and the ability to find strength from love, or the ability to find strength from a thought or a concept. You don't have to find your strength in obvious places. Okay, I'm feeling weak, I need to start taking protein supplements or all these vitamin B supplements. That would be good, like especially the vitamin B supplements. But yeah, I feel like vitamin B could be really good for Leos. That's just a side thought. But what will be especially good is finding strength from new concepts and things that aren't even necessarily real. If you're feeling like really betrayed or really alone or really in void, which isn't too likely, but not impossible, look towards conceptual strength, not obvious strength, okay? And you will find like a lot there that really changes your reality. But anyway, Leos, I'm going to go ahead and get into the week to week. This is kind of a long reading, but let's see what else is specifically coming up for you. In the first week of October, you have the Tower rooted down by the High Priestess reversed. Anything that falls through or anything that breaks off or falls off this month comes directly as a result of it inevitably going against your values as a person later, okay? There's a sense of like, am I going to sell my soul energy with this? And it's actually not possible to sell your soul, not completely. I don't like that saying, but that's like the most obvious comparison that I feel. Selling your soul basically just means going against your values, or seeing that you can achieve something that you've wanted through cutting yourself off at the knees or doing something that goes against you. So what compensates you, Leo? What do you feel is enough money or enough stature or enough prestige or enough health to go against what you represent as a person? Okay, there could be a bit of testing in the first week of October. Interestingly enough, I do feel that this is very lucrative financially. Okay, there's a new promotion coming, there's a new bonus coming, there's a new something that gives you a lot of money, but there could be like a tendency to get like a little bit more for like really sacrificing a lot more, and like just to have a little bit more, you sacrifice a lot. So watch out for needing more than you need, or realizing that you actually are being given enough but still wanting more. Okay, there is an insatiability there. And I do feel that things can really fall out if we keep being insatiable. So the Tower comes in, it's kind of one of the more stereotypically negative cards in the tarot. I quite like the Tower because it clears the path, it cleanses the body, it demands that you put things into place. So the only time that the Tower becomes a problem is when we're trying to hold up the foundation of the building by ourselves, or we're like saying, no, I'm not going to have my path cleared. I'm not going to cleanse out the systems. I like what I have right now and I won't let go of it. That's when the Tower becomes a really big problem. And it's important to remember that if things start to fall through, it's probably because it's inevitable. And how can we make this a thriving system after it's been cleaned out a little bit? Where do our attachments lie? What are we attached to so strongly that we would rather really go against ourselves than see it absent? Okay, week number 2, Leo's Ace of Cups rooted down by the Magician reversed. That is the best week of this month. You're probably like picking up the pieces there, or the path has been cleared out a little bit, and it's like, okay, wow, I can actually breathe, because that's another beautiful aspect of the Tower. By clearing everything out, a lot of weight comes off of your energetic spectrum. A lot of weight relieves itself. It's a very relieving energy after it happens. Okay, you've got to find your strength and your dexterity, your potency, your desire to accomplish. You've got to find that from something that's not necessarily monetary or material in nature. It's going to be important to find ambition from the self, or desire to succeed from the self. You're going to have everything that you need. You're going to have all the tools that you need, all the money, all those things will come through. But are you behind yourself emotionally? Do you emotionally stand for your cause? That's going to be what has to be formed during the second week. And what do you see after you become emotionally behind and aware of your cause? You see something like the third week of October, which is the 10 of Swords rooted down by 6 of Pentacles reversed. You see that anybody who doesn't want to see you emotionally thriving, or anybody who does not benefit from you being emotionally wholesome, they come out of the woodwork and they start to give you ultimatums, or they start to become problematic. You might even see that you become betrayed while you get yourself together. You get yourself together, and all of a sudden the people who relied on you not being together can't thrive anymore, and it becomes this whole Tower experience. What do? We become joyous. How do you combat 10 of Swords energy, 6 of Pentacles energy? With joy and gratitude that you're alive, that your health works. If you're a healthy Leo right now and you can like breathe, you can, accomplish your day-to-day tasks without feeling like faint or dizzy or something, you are in a good place. Appreciate your breath. Appreciate your clarity, like your conscious clarity. And remember that. Remember, like, so you've been like cheated on, or you've like lost a relationship, or something is quite tragic feeling. Think, wow, I can breathe. Like, I'm alive. My body works. Like, I can like walk, I can do those things, because there is a tendency to maybe take things for granted. Like, okay, I don't have this relationship in my life. That means that everything is ruined. It doesn't matter if I can breathe or not, like stuff like that, Find gratitude in small things which work out. Because I do feel that small things work out this month, Leo. I feel like, your credit cards aren't getting declined. I feel like, traffic isn't too bad. I feel like, you're not running out of gas in your car. Like, I think that there are small things that just kind of work out. Like, you're getting all the green lights, like you're driving in traffic, because you are having a hard time about like the big things in life, like relationships might be struggling, career might be struggling. But I do feel that the universe compensates with like small conveniences. So you're getting green lights, you're getting, maybe you're having like good hair days, your skin starts to like really shine, after you sort of face the things coming from September. So appreciate those things. Really good breath, really strong heart coming in. Don't over push the heart. Not like exercising too hard, because, there could be a lot of stress coming and like making the heart work hard. But I feel that it works hard, and I feel that it accomplishes that, but just don't push it too much. Week number 4, 3 of Wands rooted down by 5 of Pentacles. So, the new horizon, the new opportunity comes in, the new possibility, the new benevolence is on the horizon there. Also, perhaps the realization that someone has turned their back on you. 10 of Swords and 3 of Wands together. The back is emphasized. Spinal health is emphasized. Maybe an okay time to go to the chiropractor. A good time to have a massage for sure. Or have some type of, what's it called? Acupuncture. Some type of acupuncture would be good. Really good. Really, really wonderful there. That focuses on like your balance and focuses on your equilibrium. Okay, that's an interesting message. Any type of healing method that focuses on balance and equilibrium, especially if it's like dealing with the back, because Leo rules the spine, it rules the heart, the central nervous system as well. So if you're out of alignment, you'll see that you can have issues of the heart or central nervous system. So a good time to be working on that in a small way, not being too over the top, not being too like overbearing, like, okay, I'm going to have acupuncture every day for the next month. Small, routine, cyclic cycles of meeting yourself halfway. But anyway, for the 4th week, don't be too focused on what backs are turned on you. So you've had the breakup and you see that this person has like blocked you, or you see that this person is no longer responding, or you've like quit the job and you've realized, okay, I can't go back to that. Anything like that. it's going to be important not to be looking at the back. It's going to be important to maybe turn your back to the back and start looking at the horizons, you know? Because there is a tendency to be upset at what is no longer facing you. Really, really beautiful to face something of your own, Leo. Being happy to see yourself facing something versus needing something else to face you. That's nice food for thought. I really like that for you. And being rooted down by Five of Pentacles, there's some aspect of not having as much as you used to have and feeling like you're having to tough something out. So maybe you've taken a bit of a pay cut. Maybe you don't have the same type of affection being bestowed on you every single day because of a breakup or something. And there's a aspect of like, okay, I have lost something or something is just not here. But you see like the incredible church window there. There's incredible spiritual growth within that. There is the opportunity to have warmth. So if you're like out in the cold, it's because you want to be out in the cold, not because other people are putting you through it. Either that or what is now representing warmth for you is beneath you. Watch out for that. But yes, find warmth, seek warmth. Watch out for cold. We are just October here, so it shouldn't be too cold. But keep yourself warm. Keep yourself humid. Weird. That's a strange thing to come through. So like humidity in the air is good. Maybe getting a humidifier. I don't know. That might be good for some of you, or even like a dehumidifier depending on your environment. But yeah, that week is really magical if you allow it to be. Don't let things be beneath you, okay? But your central theme for this month is the Hanged Man reversed. So there might still be a sense of not a lot of movement. So there's a huge change in your life in this month. We can say that. But I think that the way that you want to react to that might be like, okay, I'm going to move somewhere, or okay, I'm going to make other big changes. And you might still have to sort of be in the environment, or you might still have to be in the space that felt kind of traumatic for a while to understand its moral. So like right when you get the moral of the story, and that's sort of why I'm talking about how symbolic things are, you like automatically get pulled like straight out and into like a really wonderful, new, exciting experience. I'm kind of hoping that the Fool comes up for you guys in November. But yeah, like right when you get the symbolism, you're going to be pulled out. And like also when you can kind of solve any type of hierarchical karmatic schema that has come into your life, that will also really help too. So feeling like one with most people, or feeling like you don't have to think about like hierarchy or being above or beneath other people, you know, any type of like indentured systems of like work or service that you have like ingrained into your energy. It will be really good to start to evolve past that and start to come into your power and see your strength in the face of certain adversities, for sure. But overall, such a learning, defining, empowering month for Leo. Remember your strength and ability to find strength from, concepts which you couldn't really find it before, but like really finding those new energy sources, really finding those new senses of passion and ambition and, acceptance of your current situation and, willingness to see yourself even in solitude versus a really codependent situation. And yeah, I am rooting for you all, and I hope that your October is wonderful. If you get the opportunity to subscribe to my channel, I would so appreciate that. It's very helpful to maintain myself here. And your likes and comments mean the world to me. You can click the center of your screen right now to get these readings early and ad-free on my Patreon page. And I will be talking to you guys in November. Much love. Bye.